Good morning. This is Coach Brian from Cause Events, and recently I attended the San Diego Tri-Classic Triathlon here in San Diego. And one thing I noticed in particular while I was spending time over near the dismount line is how badly some people mount and dismount their bikes. Now, I know it's not a little something to laugh at because you can really get hurt if you do it badly. And fortunately, I didn't see anybody get hurt. I saw somebody almost go completely over his handlebars, and I'm going to show you those videos in a minute. And then I saw some people really dismount nicely. They did some great dismounts, and I got a few of those, and I'm going to show those here in a second. But one thing I did want to discuss is that this is an art form almost. You can do a great dismount, and it'll be awesome. You'll feel great about it. I do practice my dismounting and my mounting whenever I get on and off my bike. I don't stop and come to a complete stop and throw my leg over my bike like a lot of people do. Uh, I throw my leg over before the bike stops. I throw my leg over, mounting it while the bike's moving. Uh, my philosophy is the clock's running, so you should be as well. So, what I just want to get across to you guys that take some time, learn how to do this. You're gonna find it's a lot better. I've been doing it since I was a kid, so I've been doing it a lot of years. But one thing I just wanted to help you hone into is that mount and dismount. And we'll go over, as we watch this, I'll be talking to you from the background, all right? Okay, let's get started.
Okay, let's talk about the mount line right now. So you see a lot of people coming across the mount line, and some are doing it faster than others. Here we have a couple people that cross the line and just stop, and they're blocking other people from crossing the line. And so here we have other people that are trying to ride before the mount line and then have to stop, get off their bike, and go past the mount line. And all these people are just going to mosey across the mount line, get in the way. Now, the etiquette is walk your bike past the mount line, move 10 feet past the mount line, unless you're doing a flying mount. Move to the right so you don't block others. Mount and start riding the course. Here at the dismount line, it's a little different. Here's a little trickier because you're coming in and you're coming in hot sometimes, but here you see people stopping. This guy, he almost loses it. He's lucky he didn't face plant there, but most people are stopping just before the mountain line, getting off. They're slowing down, coming to a stop, getting off their bike, and walking and running it into transition. Sometimes people don't judge the mountain line that well, and they roll right past it. And then you have people that aren't paying any attention, and they go right through it. That would be a penalty technically. Again, here you have people that are just coming in hot, some people not paying attention. This guy stopped farther back, and then you have these people making a really good show of it. And again, rolling right over the mount line or dismount line. And watch this guy in the white helmet. The person's telling him to slow down. This guy is about ready to lose it, and he very nearly crashed. And that, if he would have crashed, he probably would have run into somebody. Now, he's way back, and then he runs past it. Now look at this one. She's going to come in and do a beautiful flying dismount. Look at that. That's how it's done. And here's another person doing a good dismount. Look at that. Just slows down. Now they should be running. Now we're going to look at a mounting demo. And here I am. I'm running across the mount line, and I am going to put my left foot on the pedal, 2 pumps, and my right leg flies over, and I'm riding. Simple as that. That's something that does take practice. Now, dismounting, a little different. Unclip both feet. Coming in, I'm throwing my right leg over, and I put it down and start running as soon as my wheel crosses that line. Now let's look at the bike. You can see this ring down here. You want to be in that one, not this one. This is going to be too hard to start out with. You're going to be wanting to start out in an easier gear because not all transitions are made equal, and sometimes you're going to be going uphill. So you want to be in the small chainring versus the large one because that's going to be harder. Okay, let's go to the back now. Okay, here in the back, you're not going to want to be in the small chainring here. Conversely, as the front one, you're going to want to be in the larger one. The small one's going to be harder. The larger one's going to be easier. But depending on the slope and the speed you want to start out with, is probably somewhere in the middle here. You're going to have to determine which one is going to be best for you. But again, avoid that small one. Start out somewhere here in the middle to the large one. All right? Okay, let's look at pedals. When looking at pedal position, you have to determine what side you're going to start on. Now, there's no right or wrong answer to this. I start on the left-hand side of the bike because I'm right-handed and I grab my handlebars and my seat by the right hand and run out of transition. And so I mount on the left-hand side, putting my left foot here and throwing my leg over the seat and mounting as I'm running. And you've seen that in the previous video. So left foot here, throw your leg over. Now if you're going to start on the other side, you're going to want to have it there, and you're going to put your right foot there and throw your left leg over the seat. Like I said, no right or wrong answer here. It's just personal preference. Okay, the next aspect we're going to cover is where to grab your bike to run out of transition. Now, you saw how I did it when I was running through the line out here in the street. So what I do is I grab it by my seat. I can steer by my seat. However, if you have never practiced this, it's not something you want to start doing on race day. You want to take this and run around the block a couple times, holding onto your seat. People are going to think you're weird, but it's okay. You're trying to learn a skill. And then if grabbing here or grab here on the neck. Now the neck's really good because it keeps you away from the bike. Now, same thing here. You're farther away from the bike. You've got that room, because what's going to happen is if you're too close to the bike and you're running holding on to the handlebars, you're going to hit that and knock it out of place, or you're going to kick it up out of place. And you don't want to do either one of those. So you want to grab it here by the gooseneck, and then you can run and you can control it very easily here. Most people do grab it here. Some grab it back here on the seat still. This is a higher skill thing. Again, practice with it. It's something you need practice with. Okay, well, that pretty much covers this lesson on dismounting your bike. Now, again, these are skills that you need to practice. It's not something you can do easily with just thinking, okay, I'm going to run out of transition like this and not think of anything. You've got to think about, how you're going to place your pedals, how you're going to get onto the bike. You saw in a lot of the videos, people will run up and just stand in the way, get on their bike standing still. No, move over to the side and move up 10 feet or so, just to make sure you're out of the way so you're not blocking anybody else. And it's going to be noisy. People are going to be yelling at you to get past the mountain line. Always go well past the mountain line. Move over to the right if you're slow. The way I cross, like you saw in the video earlier, I just keep running. I place my left foot on the bike, give 2 pumps with my right foot, and over the seat my foot goes. Now, one thing also to remember is if you have a seat-mounted bottle rack and you have a couple bottles back there, even just one, that's going to mean you have to kick your leg up higher. Again, something you need to practice so you have that muscle memory built in, so you don't hit that and it doesn't always feel good. So you want to get that foot up high enough. But practice everything. One thing we say is nothing new on race day, so practice everything and go out there and have a good race. Enjoy yourself. This is a fun sport. I hope you enjoy it. We're out here having fun. Now, like and subscribe to this channel, Coach Brian's Corner. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I'm willing to answer almost anything. And if you have a request for that I cover a certain subject, please leave that in the comments. Also, at the end of this video, there's going to be some contact information. You can get a hold of me. You can find out about us. We are here in San Diego, California. We train all year long. We have open water swim down here, and we have events all year long. We have triathlons from May until October, so our final one is coming up in about a month. After that, we have half marathons, we have 5 and 10Ks, and we also have a couple of grand fondos at various links. So go to causeevents.com and find out about that. You can also look us up on the Cause Events Embassy Facebook group, and you can see what we're currently working on. All right, you have a great race, and we'll see you here next time. All right, bye.